Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO edition. This is Narwhal here. Say hello to everyone, Narwhal. Good girl. When last we left off, one of the places we were was here at Hingstacer Farm, talking to Eogar. We were also just a little ways to the south down there, working our way through the very, very tail end of the Spring Festival repeat when it was going on. We had a update yesterday, so I wasn't able to get on yesterday morning, but it is all patched in here now. The update information is online. Tons of changes to some classes, like the Guardian. Guardian's got an entire paragraph just to himself. Quest changes, instance changes, things like that. The Summer Festival will be starting June 28th, and it will have a couple of new instances in it, it says. A couple of brand new things that are brand new to this particular instance. I think you have to go and speak to the king at, Thrain the Third at Erebor or something like that. It's in the information. And it also talked about the Anniversary Festival. And I would imagine the Anniversary Festival repeat will be coming up shortly. Probably later this week or next week, because I don't think we've had the repeat of it yet. So once it has its repeat, they have revised the scrolls, the festival scavenger hunt scrolls that hang from the party tree, so that they are actually only take place here in Eriador, so that lower level characters, people up to 50th level and all, can actually accomplish them. I always thought it was the dumbest things in the world, that they would have this anniversary festival, and you've heard me complain about it for several anniversaries in a row now, that they have an anniversary festival that has things that you have to get first level, the year one celebration, and you have to travel down here to Old Anarion in Eastern Gondor to collect stuff. You basically have to be at level cap in order to do the scavenger hunt items hanging from the tree over here in the Shire, hanging from the party tree. I always thought that was just a horrible way to run that part of the festival. They have revised that, so that they have changed. Of course, they've changed the rewards and stuff. The rewards have been changed and lowered, but you'll be able to actually log in with characters that aren't at the level cap and be able to continue along on that particular, do the actual festival events hanging from the tree there. And I think that is a good move, and I applaud y'all for doing that very well. On to this, we have got a number of quests to do. We've got one great quest. That was the one we started it up last time right here. The directions to Hingstacer Farm, which opens up this quest called Hingstacer Farm. We need to talk to Eogar. So we can do this one.
Be of service?
I think we looked at it last time, maybe, and wanting to say we may have looked at it, but not actually read through the quest or something, because we have so many quests around in this area. My letter found you then. Excellent news, and even more excellent that you are here. I am Eogar, master of horses here at Hingstacer Farms, and I would tell you that there is no finer horses in all of Breland. I supply my horses to all stables far and wide, and there are none better save for those of my homeland Rohan. You have already used one of my horses, so you are aware of how good they are. But now I wonder, are you willing to own such a fine specimen, I wonder? If you remember, part of your gift for a novice thing was you get this whistle that gives you access to a horse for 24 hours. 24 real hours, not in-game hours. And apparently we must have used it. I hadn't remembered actually blowing that whistle and getting the horse, but I may have needed it to get around a couple of places whenever I was running, running quest or something. But anyway, after you use that horse, the horse returns here, and then Eogar sends you this letter to come to his farm. The green text. If you wish to own a mount, you can visit the SLOTRO store and purchase the riding skill. At level 20, subscribers can return to Hingstasa Farm and unlock this skill through an in-game quest. Free accounts must purchase the riding skill in the SLOTRO store in order to use mount skill in the game. So as I say, you know, subscribers, we get the skill now. We get the skill chain at level 20 now, when in the past it was at level 35, I think. So it has come down a bit. That's what we're waiting for. We haven't got too much longer to go. We're still at level 16 here. And not too much to go. Almost level 17. So it's probably not more than another year and a half before we get to level 20 and can get us a horse. So we will go ahead and finish that now. That gets rid of the Hingstasa. Now let's look at the other quests they have in this area, because Lord, there's a bunch of rings around here. Bedbug's Bite.
Stay a moment.
Oh, it's another level 5. So are all these level 5s? Herding to the North Downs. The North Horse you brought from Cone.
Would you do something for me?
Ah, these were the ones from the horse. That's definitely one from the horse. Herding to the North Downs. And Bedbugs. Are you occupy a stable? Run an errand. Finicky about who gets the stuff first. Alright, so you got those two. Any others? He doesn't have any others. Let's see who else has quests in this area. Cam has a quest. Horses for hire.
Can I speak with you a moment?
Ooh, that's a level 20. That one's a little bit above us. Emma has one.
Would you do something for me?
And hers is red. Hers is a level 21 quest. That's where we have to go get the snapper meat and all. So we're not able to do that one yet. We might can do it, but those are some nasty little turtles over there. Let's talk to Gil. Gil has Into the Woods, which is talk to Walt Whitrose at Ninharn. And I remember those. Those are the guys at the camp over there where you go and you go hunting for those snappers. So I think, I'm going to talk to this stable hand right quick.
For you today?
And Breesteed, but you don't actually sell, you don't actually buy stuff, do you? Nope. All right. So we are going to do, we're going to get Bedbug's Bite.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Are you occupied? A stable help ran by on his way to finish an errand and told me the bedding in the new horse's stable needs to be replaced as soon as possible. Unfortunately, Billy, Bobby, Lizzie, and Henry, as the stable hands have named them, are finicky about who gets attention first, that they have a bit of a pecking order. We need to be careful to care for them in the right order, as we must not upset them too much. It seems the stable help has taken all the good pitchforks, and all I have left are old and brittle ones. You will only be able to use these old pitchforks on the dirty hay so many times before they will break, at which point you will have to come see me again for another. So collect fresh hay in the north field, 0 of 4. Your brittle pitchfork breaks after too many uses on horse bedding, 0 of 7. So it's kind of like the festival things. Think of the drunk hobbits where we have to, it's kind of the reverse. With the drunk hobbits, where we have to make sure that we admonish 7 drunk hobbits, but not falsely accuse 4 non-drunk hobbits. Or think about the ones where you're trying to catch 7 big fish, but avoid catching 4 small fish. So that sort of thing. We've seen this sort of thing before in these festival collections. All right, collect fresh hay in the north field, which I would imagine would be back up here. I'm just amazed coming running up here. Yep, here we go. I was amazed coming running up here from down the festival grounds that I was wondering what all we were going to have to, what all kinds of things we were going to have to avoid. But this may be one of the, amazingly, one of the few farms I've ever seen that's not absolutely crawling and overrun with creatures. I was expecting orcs and all that stuff, and I think there are a couple orcs right over there, but the fields themselves are actually only infested with fresh hay, horses, and ponies. Even the ones in the Shire aren't this clean, you know. They got mayflies and wolves and boars and shrews and things, so I am impressed. A neat stack of freshly cut hay. All right, so collect the fresh hay in the north field. Now, how do we know which horse gets it first? Let's see, we can collect up to 4. I guess go ahead and collect 4 of them. And then worry about assuming that our thing doesn't break. I've done this one once before. I do remember it. It was a long time ago. Replace the bedding of the first horse. Is it one of those where we have to basically... Is it one where we basically have to work by trial and error to see which one that we actually... There's the Rohan horse we brought over from Combe. Bobby, horse bedding. Who else? We got Bobby, we got Billy. There's Henry. And where is the other one? There's a 4th horse. Bobby, Billy, Henry, and Lizzie. Alright. Bobby, Billy, Henry, and Lizzie. Well, let's try Lizzie first. Ladies first, right? And see if that's correct. That was not the right one. Okay, so Lizzie's not the right one. Henry. Let's try going after one of my nephews, Henry. That was not the right one. Okay. Billy? That was not the one. All right, so Bobby is the right horse. Dang it. You knew we would choose the wrong one, didn't you? All right, so Bobby. All right, that one is done. So we don't have to worry about Bobby no more. All we really have to worry about now is how long are these brittle, broken... Hello? Oh, 4 of 7. Okay. So they break as we do the... It says uses of the thing. 4 of 7. Ooh, well, okay. Well, it's not Bobby. Okay, Bobby's done. So let's remember that. Bobby. Now let's go Henry. Let's use some logic. The furthest one away from us. Nope, that wasn't the right one. We got 2 more chances. Alright, so we got that one. Now, Henry or Lizzie? I'm wanting to think Lizzie. Just because it seems like doing them all in a clockwise order or counterclockwise. Yep. Doing them in a counterclockwise order just seemed wrong. So, just doesn't seem like that would be that easy. Whoa, fantastic. We finished on 7 of 7. We finished that. Oh, we failed it. Oh, okay. Well, can we do it again? We replaced them all. I guess we broke on the last one, maybe. Bedbugs Bite. We can do it in 9 minutes? Really? You can't start Bedbugs Bite up right again? Oh, that's annoying. Alright. Stable, you're the one that had the thing with the thing with the thing, as it were. Oh, I am really kicking on all things today, aren't I? In that case, we will take the horse out. Herding to the North Downs. This is one of the Rohan quests. You know, check on the horse from Combe. Do not fail the horse session. The horse from Combe looks restless and needs to be taken out for a daily run. Can you go check on him? Sure. So we are going to the North Downs. Wonder what we're going to do with the North Downs. Are we going to fight Are we going to fight orcs? Orcs and goblins, maybe? Let's see how it goes. New quest session, Estelden. Find a ranger's horse and Estelden. Let's see. You are drawn to Estelden by a notion of some conflict there, and you feel connected to that purpose somehow. You seek a horse that can inform you about the tactics and strategy of war as a steed. Okay? The sounds and smells of war would scare away most horses, but you are drawn to it like a moth to a flame. You seek an audience with a horse that is accustomed to conflict and hope that it may shed some light on your purpose. Alright, so off to Estelden it is. Parts unknown to our character Gnarlo here. We have not been up here in this area with her. We have not been any further north than Hingstacer Farm. Bet we have to fight, so if we're heading for Estelden there, we're going to have to fight our way through, I would think the Cribine, the hawk creatures, whatever they're called in this area. They have a particular name, Lindrival, Caraval, Hindrival. Is that one of the word I'm trying to think of? There's Hindrival here. There's spiders in this particular zone. I'm surprised we haven't come across anything yet. Very surprised that we've not yet come across any kind of creatures. In fact, there's usually, if I remember, a couple of Hindrival right along in this area. Kind of making me doubt a little bit my conclusion last time around that they put us out here in the open world along with players and stuff. Is this an actual instance? I'm thinking it, I'm thinking it is. I mean, last time we actually saw what looked like an actual player standing over there at the fort. So I don't know, but I would have expected to see somebody probably in this area. I'm sure Estelden isn't the thriving center of quests and excitement it was back in the day when we were working our way up toward Angmar there. But you still kind of think you'd see somebody in this part. Somebody be over here working on their jewelry making skill or something, The folks that come and work on their master craft hall. As we got the master craft hall, I think the jewelry one is right over here. Let's see, we're still looking for the horse of a ranger. Oh, there's a horse. There we go. A ranger's horse. Let's walk up and let's talk to this ranger's horse.
What brought you to a place like this? This is not the place for any creature in his right mind, for I am on the edge of war, with the smoke of many fires filling the air. The enemy has turned his attention to steeds of late. He uses traps to tear or break our legs. These wicked mechanisms must be destroyed, but be careful, for they will likely be guarded. Once a steed is snared, enemies try to ambush the rider before the horse can break free. You look like you can handle yourself better than most horses I've ever seen. Please help us destroy the horse traps and their maker, Wilbur!
So defeat the Ongbur's horse trappers, alright. And are they going to be down? As I said, we are in this area. Right. Oh, I didn't realize I had that. Didn't realize that quest guide was actually on here. Let me turn this. Can we turn that off? Yes. But what I was going to say is I was thinking we might have to go down here to Dol Dinan, where all those orcs have their encampment down there. There's all those orcs and trolls and machines of war. Pretty heavy level encampment for when you're at the age to do it. When you're in your late 40s and early to mid 40s, I would say this is a pretty heavy place up here. Of course, I may be giving it a little bit too much credit. It might be the mid to late 30s, perhaps. Hard to say. Hard to say. It has been a while since I was in these parts, of course. But I do know it was the upper level part of this particular zone. The North Downs here, whatever you're doing. The area right over there at the gates of Angmar. And the area down south here where it goes into the pass here is a particularly dangerous area for whenever you are at that particular level. Alright. Looks like we are getting past all of that. And we still got this. Got that on there too? Yep. I need to go. I'm going to have to go into the settings and turn off that quest tracker. Why is that one even on? I have never had quest trackers turned on in any games. I wonder if that got reset during the whole... wonder if that got reset during the entire thing with the... There we go. Horse trap. See if we can destroy it. Yep. Alright, there's another one here. No, it can't be that easy. Something's gonna have to... Yep, Ongbur's Horse Trapper. There he is. Let's go and take him out, shall we? Gave him a good one, didn't we? What's this one? Galloping Flight. That's our running buff. Keep attacking. There we go. Turn on auto attack as well. Oh, good. We took him out. Right. Wasn't that much of a much once we actually turned on our auto attack, and we're attacking him more than just the basic parts there. Let's see here. Horse trap. I thought the other one actually had some... The other one actually had some dialogue on the trap, I thought. Sent you for a loop, didn't we? Alright. A couple more up this way. There we go. A wicked trap employed by the orcs to ruin the legs of horses used by the rangers of Estelden. And where is the trapper going to be this time? Alright, let's turn around and give you Duke Nukem's mighty boot. A couple more stomps. Did you just not see me crush a big metal trap? What the heck do you think I'm going to do to you? Alright, let's go back to the ranger's horse. And while we're doing that, let's use the galloping flight while we're at it. Ooh, that turned on nicely. I'm wondering if this is the same speed, what is it, the 14.5 speed or whatever that you get whenever you're riding your war steed. I wonder if this is the equivalent of that speed. It's been a while since I've been on my war steed as well. The only one that's got one is Glenorin. And, you know, he doesn't get out all that much anymore, as you've noticed. Yeah, we're definitely going to go in and turn off that quest thing. It's not on our map anymore, correct? Okay. So now we just need to make sure we go in and turn it off in the user interface, and we'll make sure we do that. Pretty horse, pretty steed here. Yeah, I've got to say, yeah, it looks like it's definitely, this must be an instanced part, because I would expect to see somebody. I still swear that I saw somebody standing over there and in the fortress in the Lone Lands that time, but I would have expected to see somebody by here by now. Ever since I came to Landreval here, came from Nimrodale. And Nimrodale, yeah, there were places like this where you could go 3, 4, you could hunt for a couple hours and travel through a couple of zones and you wouldn't see another human being. But that hasn't been the case since I've been to Landreval. Even the empty zones, I usually see 1 or 2 people run by eventually. So, Session Estelle and the Rangers here.
The Rangers here, and we steeds especially, thank you for destroying the traps that our enemies laid for us. You have a taste for war, and it looks as though it did not break your spirit. You are made of strong stuff, friend, and I hope to see you again before long. Wilbur!
That is the traditional end of a sentence remark between horses, by the way, if you're wondering, you know, just like saying Roger, Roger, or over and out. They finish it with a Wilbur to let you know it's your turn. No one really knows where that comes from. It's the oddest thing. All right, completed herding to the North Downs. That was it. If you remember the one where we did, what did we have to go? We had to go to the top of Weathertop, was it? And fight Cribine, I think, on the top of Weathertop. Yep, as you see, herding to the North Downs. This was another one in that particular one. I think there are 4 or 5 different pending herding quests and stuff that you have to do with that horse, and as we saw before, you have to do, I think, 21 or 28 particular instances, so you repeat them several times. We'll only show them whenever we are actually doing that particular one. If we're doing a new one, we'll show it. Like, we've seen the one on Weathertop now, we've seen the one here on herding to the North Downs. So when we pick up another one, we'll show you. But as you see, 21 hours, you can only do these once a day. They're a daily thing, so it's going to take us a while before we get through the entire quest line here with that horse from Rohan. Let's see now if we can repeat the bedbug's bite.
Stay a moment.
Okay. So let's try not to F up with the horses now. We know what order they go in unless they change the order on us. And they wouldn't be that wicked. Please tell me they wouldn't be that wicked. Okay, neat, freshly stack of neat hay. Alright, we've not broken any so far. Guess we only break them when we're mucking out the stalls. This brings back memories. I lived on a horse farm during college for about 2 years. I was on that farm, living with several young ladies. And this was the majority of the way that I paid my room and board, was cleaning tack and brushing horses and cleaning their hooves and getting all up in there around their frog and everything and mucking out their stalls. Oh, Lord, did I muck out a lot of stalls. Enough that I am done with horses for the rest of my life in any capacity other than a nice horse steak or maybe a horse burger. Next time I go back to France, I'll have to see if they have horse steak on the menu or something. I've heard that they do. The times I was there, I didn't actually think to try any, but we may actually try one next time and see whether or not they have them. There we go. Talk to Eagar and inform him that the bedding has been replaced. Didn't know this was going to turn into horse day up here. But, you know, maybe I've been playing Red Dead Redemption the last couple of days, so maybe that's just been the Zeitgeist in the air. Maybe we're horsey
What
for
can I
a
do
while
for you?
here. Thank you for taking care of the horse's bedding for me. Very well done. All right, so that got that done. Oh, bed bugs bite. You can do that again in 22 hours. So it's a daily repeat as well if you're wanting to get some, if you're of an appropriate level and wanting to get some cheap and easy XP. There you go. All right, that has been 30 minutes. That is we are going to lay off for this time. I didn't put my name back up after we quit being a horse, did it? All right, folks. Hope that y'all enjoyed it. Y'all got to see a couple of parts that we haven't done before. And yeah, they did comment saying how this was unfortunately, it's very unfortunate that you can't really get this particular quest line anymore. You know, it was only available. It was only available when you bought I think the deluxe Rohan expansion, and it's one of those wonderful instances of false scarcity in that this is electronic. This is all digital, people. There's absolutely no reason why you can't just continue selling the deluxe one, but whatever. So there you go. Next time we come back, we are going to think about what we are going to do. We have got a good number of quests down toward the Breefields and down there with Constable Greenbrier. We haven't forgotten we got to pick up that quest from the dwarf around the corner from him that we missed last time. So we'll pick it up and we'll start working against the bandits over there just to the northeast of Breetown and to the southeast of here, or southwest of here, northwest of Bree, southwest of here. So we'll think about which one we're going to get started on that in that particular chain, and we will see you then. Bye-bye, and thanks for coming along.